Friends, the time has come. It's New Year's Eve, and as promised, I'm going to dump out my quarter jar, and we're going to wrap them up into these quarter wrappers and just see how much I've saved for the whole entire year, 2024. Now, I'm really excited. I have no idea how much is in here, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out one of the quarters, if I can get to it. There we go. So I'm going to take out this one that you may have seen. I posted about this. This is my favorite one. It's full color. It says Great Smoky Mountains in Tennessee, and it's 2014. So I'm going to keep this one just because it's so cool and it's so different from the rest. And so I will add this back into the total, I think. Yeah, I'm going to add this into the total, but I'm not going to count it in my wrappers because I'm going to keep it. Okay, so we're going to put that right here so I don't forget. Okay, so first things first, I'll tell you how this is going to go. And I'm so sorry about all the shaky. I don't even know what to put. Usually this is sitting on my tripod stand over here and it keeps it from shaking. And I have nothing to keep it from shaking because it's right here. Okay, hold on. This isn't going to work. Let me hold on a second. All right, this may or may not work. I've stacked Hamilton, the book, and a kettlebell, which is like 10 pounds, 5 pounds, 15 pounds, 15-pound kettlebell. Okay, so this is the plan. We're gonna dump these out. I'm gonna roll them up and we'll see if anybody guessed the exact amount. If you guess the exact amount, you get a prize. And if you didn't guess the exact amount, that's okay, because the main little giveaway that I was doing is I'm going to just do a keyword, which was quarters. So I will pull the winner after midnight on New Year's Eve, Eastern time. And that gives everybody a chance to enter. And then I will post this on New Year's Day. So when you're seeing this, it's New Year's Day. So Happy New Year. Let's do it. Let's go. Okay. Well, actually, first what I want to do is, just for the sake of the math, I'm going to say $10 divided by 0.25. So we know how many quarters need to go. So that's 40 quarters need to go into each roll. That seems like a lot. Okay. So let me just do that backwards. So 25 cents times 40 is $10. Okay. That's what we're doing, I guess. So let's just, should we dump? Okay, yeah, I think. All right, I might regret that. Pretty sure one of them fell on the floor. Yep, I'm gonna grab that. Each and every one has to be counted for this total. So let's see. I think what I'll do is make piles of 40. So this is maybe the boring part. I may speed it up. I may not. And we'll see if I have stuff to talk about. I'm gonna count the first 40. Hold on. This is so fun. I'm so excited. This is like one of the highlights of my New Year's Eve because I've been saving these since I started my YouTube channel, which was in February of 2024. So like almost all year. So exciting. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38. I think I'm going to wrap these as I go because I'm actually a little nervous that I'm going to count wrong. I don't know how they check it at the bank. So I got these wrappers at the bank, and I'm sorry if there is I'm just going to apologize for all the things here. I'm sorry if there's weird shadows, but I can't find like a cord. I'm in a different filming location and I can't find a cord, like an extension cord to plug the ring light in that goes with my tripod thing, my camera holder. So I've just got a couple overhead lights on. I'm struggling. If anybody makes it through this whole video, I think I'll be like super thankful. Super thankful for that. Maybe I should count and put them in at the same time. I don't know. Anyway, I was saying, I think that I had turned in some other coins. I turned in some pennies and nickels and dimes that I had wrapped. Maybe not pennies, but definitely nickels and dimes. I can't remember. And she just took them, and she didn't like dump them out. She didn't, you know, measure the container or anything. So I guess it's either like she trusts me or she just knows. I don't know. So this was 40. I feel like there's a lot more space in here, but this is how I felt last time when I did it with the other coins. So we'll just, this is it. So here we go. $10. We'll count it all at the end. Okay, let me get another one. And my bank gave these to me for free, which I thought was really cool, because I know you can like buy these and stuff at the dollar store or whatever, but they gave them to me for free, so that was kind of cool. So, all right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. For some reason, I feel like I'm counting wrong. Like I get to like the sixes, like 36, 26, and I'm like, oh my gosh, did I skip something? Did I skip a number? So I think what I'll do is I will probably fast forward through the counting, but I hope you'll stick around and chat with me because I have some questions. So my first question is, are you, or did you, I guess, do anything for New Year's Eve? So I did my usual stay at home. I'm not into going out for New Year's, and I used to, like in college and stuff, I used to love going out for New Year's, but it just got expensive and like I got tired, and so I don't go out. But my husband and I have a tradition ever since my daughter was born. So for like 20 years we've been doing this. We just do appetizers at home, and we enjoy the like watching the ball drop. I think we do like Dick Clark's Rockin' New Year's Eve. I'm pretty sure we're gonna watch that a little bit. Sometimes we watch a movie. Okay, here's another 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Did you see how I hesitated again? I think now it's just me. Yeah, I definitely don't have a lot of room on this desk, so I don't think I could be I was going to put them into multiple piles, and actually I had an idea that I would somehow set up all my stuff on the floor so I could have a lot of space, but then I was like, that doesn't seem practical. All right, so here's how I don't know if I'm doing this right either, but what I do is I stick my finger in here and I hold the quarters up so that they don't, you know, so that they go in flat, and that seems to work, although there might be a faster way to do this, but no dropping quarters, please. Anyway, so we are doing appetizer dinner tonight, and I'm making this thing. I'm making like grape jelly meatballs, which is grape jelly and barbecue sauce mixed together. So it's kind of like a sweet and sour with like just frozen meatballs. I'm gonna kind of, they're on the stove right now, like simmering a little bit. And I am baking a Veggie Patch pizza, which is a crescent roll dough, like flattened out and baked. And then you take a mixture, and I have to look this up. I think it's a mixture of cream cheese and maybe a dry ranch packet, but it might be like a dill. There might be like spices with dill. I'm actually not sure, but I don't have any dill. I don't have any fresh dill. I might have dry dill, so I'll see what I have. And then you mix that together and you put it on the crescent roll dough. Hold that thought. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Okay, I don't know why there's so many hairs in here. I must have dumped it out on the carpet once and then put it back in, because there's a lot of little fuzzies. Okay, so anyway, so you take the cream cheese mixture, you spread it all over a cooled crescent roll dough, and then you just add a bunch of like chopped and diced raw vegetables. So I'm gonna do broccoli, carrots, olives, black olives, and tomatoes, like chopped up tomatoes, little, just really small pieces, like maybe like those cherry tomatoes or grape tomatoes, half of those, like cut them in half. And that's it. I think that's it. And then you just eat it. It's an appetizer. And then I'm also going to do, I got some French onion soup mix. So I'm making a little homemade French onion dip. And I got mushrooms to eat with that because I'm trying not to eat a lot of chips, which I love chips. So I'm going to cut up mushrooms into like chunks, and I'm going to dip them into the onion dip, which sounds super weird, but it's really good. Either that or zucchini, but I don't have any zucchini. And then I've also got a feta dip, and what else? I feel like there's one thing missing. I was going to do bacon wrapped water chestnuts, but I can't, I'm not into it. I don't want to wrap them and wait for them to bake. So I think it's just the little veggie pizza thing, the meatballs, and then some dips. And there's just 2 of us, so that's probably enough. Okay, so 4 rolls of $40. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. This is a little tedious, but I'm really excited to find out how much is here, because what I'm using this for, if you are new, you may not know that I am using all of my savings challenges for my 100 envelope binder. And this will be, my binder is going to be used for the medical debt for my cat, Clyde. And so I'm excited because I'm hopeful that there's like a good amount here. I mean, really any amount is good. And for a while I was like, maybe I'll spend it like a treat yourself kind of thing. Or I also thought I might put this back into my grocery budget because these quarters are they're all change from cash envelopes. And the main cash envelope that I spend with is grocery money and like household too. So I thought maybe I'll just put whatever is here back into groceries. But then I got the bill for the vet and I realized that that is the priority right now. So it is going to have to go into the debt. So you'll see some videos on my debt repayment. All right, we've got $50 so far. And I feel like we're like, well, I don't know. Are we halfway there, do you think? We're doing a great job. I'm going to take out a couple of more of these. Okay. So I've talked about my appetizers. I've talked about what I'm going to use this for. Oh, there's so many shadows. Sorry about that. Okay, let's get these counted. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Okay, I have a new plan here. Let's see if this works. Well, they went in great, but now I can't get them straight. Oh, there we go. Okay. Okay. As long as I don't drop them, this might work. Oh, well, now how am I going to get the rest of them? With only one hand. So yeah, guys, I'm super close, at least in my mind, I'm super close to the 4,000 watch hours in order to get monetized. And I think I'm going to start doing a couple videos about like my journey to being monetized, because I never intended to set out to be monetized. Like that's not what I started doing this for, but it's evolved into me. That's like a goal I have now. Hold that thought. All right, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. So yeah, it's a goal. It's a goal that I have now because I just feel like, why not? You know, why not try? And let's see if I can do this with a whole handful. So yeah, so I've got over 1,000 subscribers. Shout out. Hey, thanks guys. And then, I've got, like last time I checked earlier today, it was at like 3,500 and some watch hours. So yesterday I was 555 hours away. Today I'm probably closer to 500 hours away. And my goal was to get that by January 1st. So we do still have some time, at least when I'm filming this, but by the time you see this, that it will have been, that timeline will have passed. But I'm honestly like not on a timeline other than just kind of like challenge myself. But I think that when you try to get monetized, like this is the one thing I'm kind of not entirely sure about, but I've heard people talk about it. It's like, as far as the watch hours are concerned, they are, if you look at your YouTube studio, the watch hours go by like number of hours in the last 365 days. So here's that. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. All right, so they go by hours from the last 365 days. And what I think is tricky about that is that, so like I mentioned, I didn't start my YouTube channel until February of 2024. So I didn't have any content before. I mean, I did have a little content, but it was years and years before that. And they're all like hidden because they're not like, they're just family kind of things. But for the last several years, so definitely within the last year, oh my gosh, I didn't have any content. So my 365 days is essentially what I'm thinking of it as is like since February, because as soon as February hits on the anniversary of my first video, what I'm expecting to happen is that my watch hours will start to go down. Because if I had, let's say, okay, so let's just say, and someone pipe in if this is wrong or if it's actually correct, because I would love to know. So for example, let's say I got 50 watch hours from one video, my first video, which I did not, but let's just say I did. 50 watch hours from my first video that I posted on February 1st, hypothetically, of 2024. So of 2025, February 2nd, will be a year, and that video that I posted on the 1st will no longer count toward my watch hours. And so if I don't have something to regain those 50 watch hours, if I haven't reached 4,000, I'm going to slide back down by 50. Now, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal in the beginning, like the first several months, but I did have a couple videos that did really well. And I got a lot of subscribers from you guys, and it's my $2 or $3 Dollar Tree haul videos. Hold on. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. All right, so it's the two or three videos that have just done much better than everything else. And those are the ones that I'm worried about if I'm not monetized by the time the anniversary date of those comes up. So I could totally be thinking about this wrong. This might not be it at all, but I will figure this out, and then I'm going to do a video about it, because I think that's an important thing to note. Like, if maybe everybody already knows this, but since I'm new to YouTube and I'm new to being monetized, well, I'm not monetized yet, so I'm new to the idea of being monetized. But I think that those are important points, like, for people to know. So I've tried to set myself this deadline of being monetized and having my watch hours by January 1st, but really it's not. I think I have a whole other month. And then if I don't, then things will just start to slide backwards. And so that's why I appreciate all of you so much for watching my videos and running my playlists and just supporting me in that way. I'm so grateful, and I'm having so much fun. I'm just having so much fun. Okay, another 10. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40. Okay, don't look. I don't want you to look at those. I don't want you to know until the very, very end how many we have. I'm really curious if anybody will have guessed. Oh, I gotta scoop these. Hang on. I'm so curious if anybody will have guessed the exact amount. And because I'm so bad at I never enter stuff like this, where again, that's not the prize. It's a prize, but not not the main thing, but like, you know, anytime there's like a PTA table or like just whatever, where it's like, guess the number of jelly beans in the jar, guess the number of whatever is in the container. I don't even, I look at it and I'm like, no, not even gonna try, because I just have no idea. So when I looked at all of these quarters, I was like, $20, maybe $8, $200. Like I totally didn't know. So, all right, you guys, we're almost there. Thank you for sticking with me. If you've made it this far in the video, I super appreciate you. So let's count these. We have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $100. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna forget that, but I'm gonna put $100 on the calculator, and then I'm gonna reach in and grab these, and I'm gonna look. Okay, I don't see any more. I don't know if could you just see my face? This is it. So we've got $100 and 25, 50, 75, $1. 25, 50, 75, $2. And 50 cents. So we have $102.50. And that is the total that I was able to save for almost the whole year. I'm back for just a minute because, you guys, I forgot this one. I totally forgot to add this into my total. So we have $10 and $10. We have $102.75. So 102.75. So that is the final total. I'm gonna double check the numbers, but I wanted to correct myself because I did say that I was gonna add this into the total even though I'm not wrapping it. So my mistake. Oh my goodness. Okay, so $102.75. That is our final total. And again, these are all just from the change of my grocery money. Anytime I got a quarter, I threw it in the jar. We played the Frugal Friday. Oh, I haven't even talked about Frugal Friday. We played Frugal Friday savings challenges that I made. And I have decided 100% I'm going to do it again. The only difference being is that for a while I was doing Frugal Friday every Friday. And instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it once or twice a month. And I have another idea. Actually, I have two ideas for the alternate Fridays. So we'll see. I haven't decided which one I want to do. And I don't know if I want to say, because I don't want you to be like, I don't like that. I would rather that the video flop and then I will just know. But yeah, so anyway, I think it'll just be maybe once a month. And that way I'll have more quarters to play with, since it'll be like 4 weeks or so, full of 4 weeks of groceries and then more quarters. And it'll just be a little bit different. And then we can do something else on Fridays too. So that is my goal. That is my plan. I am really getting organized with my social media for the year because I really, like I said, how many times could I say this? I want to be monetized. I want to be monetized by February 1st. So I have really I have a full-time job too. So don't get me wrong, and a kid and a husband and multiple cats. So I'm busy, but so is everybody else. And so I was like, you make time for the things that are important to you. And that is something I've said for a really long time. But anytime I'm like, I just don't have time to film, I don't have time to do this or that, it's like, you know what? If it's important to you, you will make time for it. So I am making time to film and plan out my content a little bit better than I did in the beginning. And we'll see how it goes. But here we are, $102.50. That is where we ended up. I'm going to look in the comments after I film this when I'm done here, and I'm going to see if anybody got the exact amount. And if you did, congratulations in advance. Here's what I'll do is I will pick the winner. I'm going to edit this. I'm going to pick the winner tomorrow. Well, after midnight, if I'm not too tired, but it will be up tomorrow. It'll be up, as you know, because you're watching it, January 1st. And so in that, at the end of this video, so don't leave, but at the end of the video, I will include either a screenshot of the person who guessed the exact amount, if there is one, or And I will also post a screenshot of, if I can figure out how to post a screenshot of the person who won with the keyword quarters. So I'm using an app to do that, so I can screenshot it. I just don't know if I know how to edit, like put it into the video because I'm still learning. And it's cringy. I know sometimes it's cringy, but it's okay because we all have to learn. We all have to start somewhere. But I've really got to figure out this shaky camera situation. This is like my first priority because this is nonsense. It is absolute nonsense that I bought this thing. It was not cheap, and it is absolute nonsense that it shakes my camera. So okay, with that being said, Happy New Year. I appreciate all of you. I value all of you. I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm so glad you're here, and I'll see you in the next one.